God. We are still on relationship matters. This is Nisinuga Reflections, talking about tales that touch the heart and reflecting on life matters. And we also give godly counsel on life matters. Relationships, as we have established on this channel, involve both within the home and outside the home, in offices, in various institutions of learning, in businesses, as well as in our families. The challenge or the matter or the issue we like to reflect on is substance use, or what is called drug use. But in this case, we're referring to drugs or chemical substances that are not prescribed by the medical doctor, by the professional. So we are referring to substances that affect and alter the expected normal functioning, physiological operation of our system. Some of them, they call them psychedelic drugs or substances that alter our thinking and the operation of our nervous system. And you know this, and some of them are common all over the place. And that what makes it of greater level of concern. It starts stylishly with alcohol. That is one of the mildest. The alcohols also have degrees. As you know, alcohols have percentage. We have 4% as we have in beer, then we have 16%, 18%, 30%, 40%. As we have in whiskey, brandy, and different cadres of these drinks. So it's been known that some of these odds later affect the functioning of the liver or some of the organs in the system. Then we have tobacco. Then we have marijuana. Then we have stimulants like cocaine, tramadol. Then we have sedatives or called depressants that like all these sleeping drugs and so on. Then we have hallucinogens. This one make people to go to the world of unrealistic visions, because then they'll be seeing illusions, things that are not real, and so on like that. And then we have heroin and some others. So some of these things have been affecting our children, our youths, and also our adults in different degrees. But it comes to fall, and because of great concern now, because it's becoming more prevalent among our children as early as 10, in primary school, in junior school. And when this one happens, it's becoming more damaging. You know why it's worse among these children? Because their brains, their mental faculty is still highly in the developmental stage. So if the drugs get into their nervous system, it does more damage than it will do to an adult. And that is why this has become of great concern. So let's quickly look at what are some of the things that push children and push people into taking these substances. So when we know how to prevent, because we are mainly concerned about prevention. But if somebody is already on it, then we'll be looking at the treatment and the rehabilitation to be able to restore back the person's or the individual's personality and well-being as much as we can. So one of the major common causes is peer pressure. Show me your friend and I'll show you who you are. So they say birds of the same feather flock together. Evil communication corrupt good manners. So if an individual, it may be a child, it may be a youth, it may be a teen, it may be an adult, once you move with the wrong crowd and they are taking these substances, within a short time, the possibility and high probability of you taking it is more than 50%. Definitely more than, if you don't take it when they offer it to you, they can lace your drink or lace your food with it. There have been stories and places where the drug enforcement agencies have discovered cookies, candies that have been laced with these substances. So the peer pressure, take it, it will make you to feel good, it will do this for you, the sweet tongue, the sweet taste. And because the child or different we want to flow with the crowd, start to take it. And that's where the problem starts. So prevention. So what can we do about that? It's important for you to know who your partner is flowing with, who your child flows with, the crowd he or she moves with. You need to know the kind of person or people your husband flow with, your friends flow with, and so on. Because if it's moving with people that use substances, you can be sure it's just a matter of time. He or she will start to take it to. Then we have curiosity. You may ask, I see that this, what is it? What are you taking? What is it that make you have so much energy? Because it's also been shown from research results that some people, because of the nature of the work they do, because they want to have higher span of attention, to lay off sleep, to delay sleep, and to have energy to do some high energy jobs, they take some of this substance. So curiosity, say this one, and they now introduce, this is what we are taking. Can you have it? You see that you won't get tired. You can even work for 48 hours. Then availability, where these things are readily available, the possibility of taking it also becomes very high. Where these substances, these dangerous substances, these nervous system enhancing or dislodging substances abound, the possibility of individual taking it, because like when I was growing up in what you call the place is Aleko, right in the compound where we were living then, that is where they wrap this Indian hemp. Is their job, is their business, and they take it. So the whole environment is soaked with the aroma or with the smell of the thing. So you can be sure that children that grow up in such an environment, because the thing is readily available, even the stumps that fall on the ground, because the children will see how these adults are. They have energy, they shine, their voice become very husky. So they may take the stumps and try to taste it, and before they know it, they get into trouble with it. Then we have parenting styles. So if these children are not well nurtured, not well loved, not well guided, and they ask questions, they don't get answers to the question, the parents don't have their own time, they don't have time for them, they don't give them any consideration in their program. All the parents know is that, well, you need money for this, you need money for that. Okay, just let me know how much you need, I send it to you. Go to my drawer, take as much as you need, things like that. These things go like that. And life is more than money. So this child has too much money to spend. So that's why they also sometimes get into trouble. Then ignorance. because they don't know the danger inherent in taking these substances. Thus, they flow with it, they try it, and before they know it, they become hooked on the substance, and that is problem. Then frustration, when these people that face psychological, emotional challenges, to be able to lay off that emotion, forget it, or sweep it aside, put it under the carpet, what do? They are introduced to these substances, or they go and get the substances by themselves. And that's where the problem starts. But if they have very good relations, friends, and colleagues that are concerned about them, instead of them seeking solace with these substances, then they get good counsel, shoulder to cry upon. Okay. The same thing, similar thing go for depression. When people have emotional problem and they are depressed, they want something that can excite them. So they go for these stimulants that will excite them, make them to feel high. Yeah, to be on cloud nine or whatever. And that is dangerous. Then the nature of one's job, like I said earlier, because some job may be energy intensive, and they need a lot of time for rehearsal, for practice. So these substances to overtake and overrule the normal operation of their physiology. So what happens? They take these substances. So that is part of it. Like I said, for people that do high energy jobs or duties, they take this to get energy. And the people that work shift hours to stay off sleep, they take it. And that is it. And so many other things lead to it. Some just take it for pleasure. They just want to feel cool. They want to feel relaxed, so they take these substances. So what are preventive steps? The first one is try to show more love to people that you are in relationship with. Maybe it's in the office, show some love to your colleagues. If you show love and concern and empathy, maybe instead of that, your colleague going on substance use, discuss with you, say, I'm having this challenge. Then you'll be able to counsel and guide. Say, okay, don't use substances, don't do this, do that. It will help. Then show understanding also. When somebody says somebody's been depressed, or just say, what? How can you be? How can you speak? Then the person will not discuss with you. The person will go and find solace in these substances. And that is not good. It will have been prevented if you have made yourself. That's why that song says, we all need somebody to lean on. So if you have show genuine care and concern for people you are in relationship with, in the sense that you are genuine and you have natural concern, they can easily open up to you. So endeavor to know some of the friends and the crowd your child is flowing with or playing with, so that before the thing gets too far, when you see that, these ones are using substances, so then you know how to caution your child and you know how to work on it before it gets too far. And the effects are too much to underestimate. In the workplace, people that are under substance use, it affects their job, it affects their performance on the long run. Initially, it may seem to be enhancing what they do, but over time, because it is damaging their system, then that's where the problem comes. Then in the educational system, it will affect the cognitive ability of the child. Some of them even end up being absent from school, being absent from classes, their concentration will be affected. When I was a teenager, one of the people that lived with us in our compound then, was on marijuana. Thank God for that. That's why it's good to have a good rapport with your parents and for you to have good rapport with your children. The man said, you're a student, you are studying. If you take this thing, just take this rap. It will help you to feel high. It will improve your memory. You will understand what you are reading very well, and you'll be able to remember. It will deal with your forgetfulness. I think I checked with my dad or with my big brother. I see what this uncle said. He said, Kini, don't you ever try it. So it's good for you to have good rapport with your children and with your husband and with your wife, because it's not only about it's everybody that uses it, both male and female. And unfortunately, some videos have leaked into the social media where you see parents, young adults, giving some of these bad substances to their children, even to babies. One was giving this alcohol in sachets. He said for the child to sleep. Say you used to give the child every night. You can imagine a child that is still under 2 years old being fed with alcohol every night. What will happen to the brain of that child over time before that one becomes a teenager? So there's some of these things happen. Then we have seen some of them that give them different substances that people have been able to capture and report. Though some of them, I expect that the security agencies will have tried to track them down and retrieve those children before too much damage is done. In the home too, it affects the well-being of the home. Thank you for reflecting with me. So let us just make sure we do everything. So in case you have anyone around you, either in the office, in the home, or in this institution that is already on these substances, is already a victim, what can you do? Please avoid stigmatization. Some of them did not get into this problem open-eyed. Some of them were lured. Some of them, one way or the other, through curiosity. Curiosity kills the cat. Let me just say, what does it taste like? What does it feel like? And as I started, that from that one first step may be the worst step one ever took. So please endeavor to avoid stigmatizing them so that they can open up to you. And when you now tell them, please, you have a problem, this thing is affecting your growth and development, it's affecting your personality, there is a way out for it so that you can be restored back to your best self. But we need medical help. We have, so with that one, and rehabilitation centers where they will give them treatment, they will call it something called withdrawal system. So they will make sure they withdraw, they will make sure that thing is flushed out from their system, and they now place them on treatment that will help them to be able to recover their personality and their sensibilities. So express your genuine love for them and concern, and also consider which other ways you can use to help them. So please don't let stigmatize anyone that you have around you that is already hooked on substance use. Prevention is always better. The damage is too much. Apart from the nervous system, some of these things damage organs in the body. And some of them may never recover, depending on the level of dependency on the substance. If too much damage has been done, some of them are able to recover fully, but some of them are 80%, and they have to be constantly under watch, under care, under love, so that they don't have to have a relapse. Gigi, thank you for reflecting with me. And we pray that with the cooperation, with our cooperation with our agencies, drug enforcement agencies, then this thing will be reduced to the barest minimum in our society and community. Thank you once again for reflecting with me. Till we meet again, still talking about relationship matters. We look at different aspects. Tomorrow, however, we look at marriage. What can you do to pep up your marriage? If you're planning for marriage, what can you do to make sure your marriage is the sweetest thing that ever happened to you? And if you are married, what can you do to make sure you take care of the flame of your love and joy together in your home? Thank you for reflecting with me. Please go to my channel and enjoy some of the other videos that have been presented for your well-being, for your joy. God bless you.